second experiment of databases lab. In this experiment, we have to perform the following queries. The first query is the populate all records for each table. That means insert values for each table. For that, the command is insert. This is used for inserting data into the table. Insert into the table name, that is customer details, values, and then we give it as ampersand customer ID, which is usually used for numbers, and for characters we place ampersand login name inside the single quotes. If any column has the data type as character, we place it inside single quotes, and if it does not, then we don't require to keep it inside the single quotes. Since customer ID is of number type, we are keeping it outside single quotes. Then, so after that, once we perform the following query, we get this SQL command line interpreter. It gives us this option of entering the input. So we can give the input for customer ID as 1, the name as Alexandria, the date as 6 June 2010, the customer type as private, first name as again as Alexandria, last name as John, and date of birth as the, the any character, and the email ID as well. Now let's go to the second query. The second query is copy the customer details table to new table called customer info. Before going that, so, let's check our table if our values have been inserted or not. So for that we use this command called select star from customer details, which displays our table, and as we can see, all the data is inserted. Now we go towards copying all the details from customer details to the another new table called customer info. For doing that, we need to uh, do the following command. Uh, for doing that, we we first need to create a table called customer info with the same with the same data columns and the same data types. Once we have created the table, we use the following command: insert into customer info, select star from customer details. Now by doing this, the data is copied to customer info table. um, the Now we can check the customer info table using the select star from customer info command, and as we can see, the data has been inserted into the customer info table, and it has been copied. Now let's go for the we need to display the distinct names of the customer. For doing that, we use the following command: select distinct login name from customer details. So the distinct login names, that is the login names which haven't been repeated again, are displayed using the following command. Now let's go to our next query. The next query is to show the registrations of the current date in booking table. For doing that, uh, we use the following command: select star from current details where register date is 31 July 16 with hyphens in between. This command will allow us to see the columns with only the date of birth as 31 July with date as only 31 July. Or which in this case is the current date. Then um, we have our next query, which is uh, list the register number of the car, which is green in color. Now doing for doing that, first we can do this command: select the registration number from car detail where color is equals green in double quotes, since color is a character has the character value. This command selects the register number from the table car detail, and it shows this to us. Now let's perform the second the next query, that is to create a save point s1. For that we do the simple query, that is save point s1 semicolon, and this will create a save point. Now let's go for the next query. The next query is update the table luxury car as first class in car table. Now for that we can perform the following query, that is update price details set car type equals first class, where car type is equals luxury car. And as we can see, two rows have been updated since two rows have the car type as for luxury. So now we can, once we display the car price details, we can see that the luxury attributes have been changed to the as first class. Now let's go to the next query. Next query is remove the records for registration made in the current date. So for doing that, we perform, one second, remove the records of the registration made in the current date. So for doing that, we can perform the following query, that is delete from customer details where register date is equals 31 July 16, and it will check all the register date column, and wherever the register date is 31 July 2016, the rows will be deleted, and you can see that one row has been deleted. Now the next query, which is uh, experiment how the transaction is recovered using rollback to S1. For doing that, we perform the simple query, that is rollback to S1, and it will, and as we can see, the rollback is complete. Now the last and final query is display the luxury car annual income as annual income along with car type from price details. For doing that, we can perform the following query, select base price per day into 12 as annual income car type from price details. So the annual income car type is selected. This query performs the required commands. That's all. Thank you.